friends, it's Kelly. Welcome back to the channel and to today's video where I will be sharing with you some home update projects, some organization, and of course playing around with some decor. My hope is to add a few more of these type of videos into the rotation, maybe even having 2 videos out per week, one specifically around organizing and home projects, and another around decor because I love to play around with my decor. But let's be honest, once I'm decorated for spring or fall or Christmas, usually things don't change too much. So I thought adding in some organizational and home project update videos might be helpful to you and hopefully encourage you to maybe tackle a project that you've been looking at trying to do over the last few months. I know I have a lot of projects in this house. We have been slowly ticking them off the box. Since the beginning of the year, there are so many things. We've lived in this house for over 20 years now, and I love my house. But behind cupboards and dressers and drawers, they could use some cleaning, especially the basement, which is a huge project I am dreading, but it's something that needs to be done, purging things out that really aren't serving a purpose to me anymore. So these are the type of videos that you love to watch as well. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up and let me know in the comments below if you would be interested in more of these videos. So without any further ado, let's get to tackling some of the home projects. I'm excited to share one particular one with you today, and we'll play around with some decor and some organization. I hope you enjoy. Now over here is one spot where I did do a quick little update project. I did this a few days ago. If you watch my master bedroom makeover video, and I'll leave a link to it in the cards above, so you can go check that out. Oh, I can't believe how beautiful it turned out. I'm still over the moon in love with it. But I used some peel and stick wallpaper in there, and I had a little bit left over. So I thought I would take it and just give this little wine rack area a quick little update and put some on the back. And I think it turned out so pretty. It's subtle, it's not in your face, you don't really notice it, but I think it turned out really, really sweet. This wine rack is actually not built in. It is from IKEA years ago, and I just painted it white, so I can lift it in and out at whim. That's how I was able to get in and do the wallpaper. But let me give you an up close look at how it turned out. I do have some other shelf liner on here. It doesn't match. I'm thinking of taking it off. So let me know in the comments below, should it come out, or does it really matter because it's just on the bottom here and you don't really notice it. But let me show you how the wallpaper turned out on the back. My next project is right beside our refrigerator, and it's this piece of board here that we had installed ourselves when our contractor didn't finish the job. And no matter what we do, this board, the knots in the wood bleed through the paint, so it looks dirty, it looks stained, it looks like, I keep thinking somebody has spilled coffee on it. So it's been driving us crazy. So after using the peel and stick wallpaper up in my bedroom, I decided that maybe I could do a similar thing here and just cover over the board with some wallpaper. When we got down to the cost of replacing the wood with some beadboard, which is what I really wanted, the expense just wasn't worth it. So I found this wallpaper on Amazon, and it came in, and I didn't film our reaction when we got everything cut and ready to put up. It wasn't peel and stick. It was actually pre-pasted. But after a quick pivot, we got it up and it looks beautiful. I love it. And I actually preferred using pre-pasted wallpaper to peel and stick. I thought it went up so much easier. Now I do have some gaps on the side here on the wall next to the wallpaper, which I will be filling in with some caulking that my husband went out and got me, so I can do that, and that is next on the list to do.
If you watch Crystal Terra here on YouTube, she has a similar idea next to her fridge with some shelving, and I love that look. So I'm thinking of adding some shelves here as well. Here's the caulking that my husband got me to use on this project. It's fast dry, it's also paintable, as is the wallpaper. That's the other beautiful part about this wallpaper, is it is paintable. So here he's just trimming off the tip for me to get me a nice clean edge so I can get into the corner and fill in those little gaps. His suggestion is start off with a small tip first. You can always make the tip bigger, but you can't make it smaller, and you don't want to mess here because it is a tight space. So I'm going to give this a try and see how it goes. The other thing he suggested that I have nearby is a little bit of water so that I can wet my finger and just run it down the bead of caulking to make a nice smooth transitional line. And here it is all finished. It's a good job, not a great job, but I'm pretty proud of myself for doing this myself. And what I can do now is just put some painter's tape on the wallpaper and just give that little section on this wall some touch-up paint with my agreeable gray, which is what is on the wall, and that'll make a nice clean line. But I'm really happy with the way this piece of wood came out. Here's just another random project that I decided to do. It took me all of about 5 minutes. This is down in our basement, and this wall unit was a wedding gift from my in-laws, so it's almost 40 years old. And we have it down here. It just houses some of my craft supplies, some of the grandkids' toys and things like that. But it's very hard to open up these doors, and the kids always seem to be getting hurt. So I thought, you know what? Why not replace the knobs? It will make it easier for everybody to open, myself included, and I had these lying around, so I figured, you know what, I'm just going to change them. When I had been down here recently to try and open the doors to get something out of the bottom, one of the knobs actually broke in my hand, so it was time to just give them a quick change. Again, not an exciting project, but just something that makes life a little bit easier. The next project I did want to tackle on this day was this drawer down here in my dining room buffet. It houses my candles, but it honestly is awkward to get to. And if we ever have a power outage, my husband's always running around wondering where the candles are. So I figured I would take these candles from here and put them in the TV console in the living room, and that would make it easier if ever we lose power to get to them. Now, my husband called this a make-work project, and I had to laugh as I watched him outside, shoveling a snowbank down when we're about to get 15, 16 degrees Celsius weather, and this is all going to melt. So I just thought that was kind of funny. But here's where I was thinking of putting the candles. This drawer is so deep and really is not being used efficiently at all. I mean, we have all these CDs here. We don't have a CD player anymore. Like, what am I holding on to these things for? It's time to purge these things. This drawer is just an electronic mess. I think I counted 5 TV remotes because, when you get a new TV, you always get remotes. So I think it's just time to purge these cabinets and make them more functional for us. And here's a look at how it all came together. There will still be some tweaking to do. It's not exactly perfect, but I can play around with it and see what else works for me. I did bring down a white ceramic tray that I had not been using that you see on the right hand side, and I think it'll work very well. I'm thinking about putting the candle holders back in the dining room because I don't really need those in here, but for now this works very well, and the candles are here. If we lose power, we know where to get them very fast and very quickly, and when I'm trying to decorate and things like that, they're right here at my disposal. So I'm pretty happy with the way this all came together. And with the electronic drawer, nothing really changed here. I just tidied it up a little bit. My husband did ask me to just leave everything in there for now until he can get in there and see what he needs and what we can pitch out. I can guarantee you we don't need 5 remotes, that's for sure. And I would love to confiscate this drawer for more decor purposes. But for now, this is all I did. I just tidied it up and got things a little bit more organized. Nothing exciting. Now I'm going to move on to some fun stuff, and that is working on my fireplace mantle. If you watch my spring living room decorate with me video, you saw I had 3 options for this, and none of them really wowed me. And looking back, I realized that this little lantern was in desperate need of a makeover. I don't even know how I missed that, but I'm going to have to paint him up a little bit. But now, as you can see, the tulips are gone. They really didn't last very long. And I want to play with some decor here and see what I can come up with and just make it something soft and pretty for spring and something that will actually take me right into summer. So I'm just going to play with some ideas and see what we can come up with. It was at this point when I was adding in these white flowers. I was loving this look, but I decided that I didn't want both lanterns on here. I wanted to do something a little different, and since I had the other lantern downstairs painting, I thought I would try something a little different. So I brought in some books to stack, and I'm going to bring back the one lantern here and elevate it on these stacked books. And then to the other side, I'm going to bring in some gold candlesticks so that it'll tie in with the gold label on the candle. I'm also going to replace the silver candle inside this lantern with a white one, and that should tie everything in nicely and make it more cohesive and a little bit softer. Now I'm going to work on the last project of the day, and it is a very simple put together DIY basket for my front door. I am tired of my spring wreath. I really don't have one, to tell you the truth. So what I found was this basket at Michael's. It was originally $29.99, which is outrageous for this, but I did happen to get it at 60% off. So I'm just going to put in a small block of floral foam into the middle. And I also purchased these beautiful white cascading lilacs on the same sale at Michael's. So I think they were less than $10, and they are gorgeous. So I'm just going to shove them in here and have them cascading out of the basket. And then you can see some other greenery and other white floral picks that match what is on my fireplace mantle, and just stuff them into this basket as well. And I am in love with the way this came together. It is so beautiful, so fresh, and I cannot wait to put it on my front door. And here's a look at how the basket came together. I hung it just on the back of one of my dining room chairs, just so you could get an idea of what it would look like on the front door. Isn't it gorgeous? I just love it. I love the way everything cascades over it, and I am so happy with it. Cannot wait to put it on my porch for spring.
Thanks for hanging out with me today, guys. I hope that you enjoyed this video and it gave you some encouragement to tackle a project you've been putting off, maybe organizing something that has been bothering you, or even just playing around with your decor, creating something new and beautiful. I am so excited to get my basket out on the front door. It's still snowy and cloudy and cold here. So I'm hoping that the weather turns next week so I can put it out on the front door. I think it's gonna look so beautiful. And don't forget to follow me over on Instagram. I will leave my channel here on the screen. I tend to share a little bit more than just home decor over there. And if I do play around with decor that I've already put out and I change it up a little bit, chances are you're going to see it there first. So be sure to check out my Instagram channel and come over, say hi. I'd love to have you give me a follow over there as well. And if you haven't already, I would love for you to subscribe to this channel. It really helps me out. I love creating these videos. Give it a thumbs up. Share it to friends and family that you think might enjoy my channel. I would so appreciate that. So until I talk to you in my next video, guys, I hope you have a great week.